I'm curious, when you were considering, after 2005, this is kind of a rough loss when you only lose by 300, whatever votes. It's not fun.
I'll tell you this, well, whether you lose by one vote or a million
right,
votes,
it's still a loss. It's still a loss.
I'm proud of every single vote I got in that election.
Right.
I lost by 17 1,000ths of a percentage point. I was outspent 2 to 1.
Right.
I put everything I had into that campaign. I'm damn proud of the result.
Right.
I'm sorry we didn't win.
So am I.
But we didn't win.
But what I'm curious about is after that, did you immediately decide you were going to run again in 4 years, or did you think about? And did you decide you wanted to run for governor as opposed to attorney general or lieutenant governor? How did you come to that?
I'll tell you, back in 2002, 2003, pretty soon after I'd gone over to the Senate, there were people that approached me about running for governor in 2005. They thought we needed they thought that I would run for governor in 2005, and at the time. When anyone comes to you with that sort of suggestion, it swells the head of it.
Yeah.
Well, but pretty quickly, I said 2 things. I said, number 1, Tim Kaine's a friend of mine. Now, if people know anything about me at all, it's that I'm loyal to my friends, sometimes to a fault. But Tim Kaine's my friend, and I'm going to support him. And I said, besides that, I'm not really interested in being the governor who was elected in 2005. That governor's got plenty of challenges ahead of him. But the governor elected in 2009 will have the same sorts of challenges, but will also be the one who has to sign the next redistricting bill. Mm-hmm. That's where I can have the longest range impact. Now, frankly, there are lots of things I want to do as governor that I think will help move our economy forward. But I know that I believe I can change the calculus of politics in Virginia for a long time to come by setting the precedent of establishing nonpartisan or bipartisan form of redistricting, and one that's party blind, one that actually does keep districts impacting contiguous and communities of interest are held together. I'm confident I can do that as governor. I want to fix the transportation plan. That's going to be the first year I'm governor. I got a plan for doing that. I want to engage in the next wave of I want to put Virginia on the cusp of the new 21st century economy that I think is going to involve ET, the next big thing, energy technology. That's where the next wave of jobs is going to come from. And I think Virginia is positioned to be the leader in that area. I want to build the smartest workforce in the world with the community colleges, and I specifically know what I need to do about that. But redistricting in 2011 is unique to the governor in 2009, and that's I know I can fix it.
So is that why you decided not to run for AG again or for LG?
Frankly, you learn in life, not to worry about things you can't control. Mark Warner was a good governor. Had he chosen to run for re-election in 2009, this year, run for re-election as governor instead of running for senator, I would have stepped back and run for attorney general without any hesitation. But once that decision was made, it was clear to me what I needed to do.
Okay, and you didn't consider LG?
No. I mean, why would I consider lieutenant governor?
You don't think much of the LG?
Well, it's a great part-time job, but your impact on government is actually greater as Attorney General or governor. As Attorney General, you're the lawyers. You're the government's lawyer.
Right.
You represent all the state agencies. You have enormous impact on the way policy is implemented throughout state government. And that position is one that intrigued me for a lot of years. But the governor of Virginia, think about it. It's the most powerful political job in the country. Hear me out on this. Unlike the other 49 governors, unlike the president, you're totally unencumbered by re-election politics once you're elected. You only serve one term. So your limitation is you only have 48 months. You're almost lame duck from the beginning. But during that 48 months, you have an enormous opportunity to affect change if you can use all 48 months effectively. Now, I would suggest to you, if you look at history, there have been the frequency of people who were able to use that 48 months, that 4 years, to full effect. The frequency of people who can do that has been pretty limited because a lot of governors have not been prepared. I think we have to understand the way state government works.
Right.
What I think I bring to this, what I bring to the table that other people might not, is in addition to having to run a statewide campaign, I've run in districts where I actually have had to get independent and Republican-leaning voters to vote for me. So I think that's closer to what Virginia's a middle-of-the-road state. It's a competitive state now. I also, I've spent 18 years in the legislature. I've been effective as both a minority and a majority legislator. I've been involved in things. I know how to get things done. I know the process like the back of my hand, and more importantly, probably, I know the personalities. I've got friends on both sides of the aisle and both houses. I know I can be effective.